in the last class we have studied about nomenclature and what was that? Nomenclature and what is an halo alkane. तार ना केमती करिया, how do we do its nomenclature. Then little bit about CX bond, I mean its nature. So we have studied that CX bond is polar in nature because CX bond in general, CX bond, let us put R here. Carbon have 4 valency, so there are 2 bonds. We have to keep 2 more hydrogen. This is an halo alkane. This is a general way to represent an halo alkane. Halo alkane is being derived from alkane. So alkane is R, C, H, H and H. This is alkane. This is halo alkane. So what is the basic difference? What is the basic difference between alkane and halo alkane? So in alkane, here it is R, here it is R, here it is H, here it is H, here it is also H, H. So these three R, H, H, R, H, H are same both in alkane and halo alkane. But the difference is here in halo alkane, this is X, this is H. X means halogens, chlorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. We know that halogens are more electronegative in the periodic table. So it has more electronegative value, whereas hydrogen have similar electronegativity value with carbon. It has both have similar E for electronegative value. This is a covalent bond, this is a covalent bond. So what is electronegativity? It is the tendency to attract the bond pair electron towards itself. माने ताकत जो फोर्स थी वो जो बॉन्ड पेयर इलेक्ट्रॉन, दिस इज एन कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड. गोटे कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड में कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन दरकार? देयर आर नीड ऑफ 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो हियर इट इज 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, हियर इट इज 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन. These two electrons are involved in the bond formation. That's why they are known as bond pair electrons. So the bond pair electrons X halogens have more electronegativity value in comparison to hydrogen. So what will happen? This halogen will attract this bond pair electron towards itself, whereas if we have H, because it has similar electronegativity value in comparison to the carbon, it cannot pull the bond pair electron towards itself. So as a result, it is situated exactly in the middle position of carbon and hydrogen. Whereas in case of halo alkane, because halogens have higher electronegativity value, they will attract the bond pair electron towards themselves. So as a net result, in a net level, or the final result will be this bond pair will be shifted towards halogen. This is a bond pair electron and it is a covalent bond. So there are 2 electrons. One electron belongs to carbon, the other electron belongs to halogen. When halogen will pull the bond pair electron towards itself, it will attract his electron as well as carbon electron. So what will happen? Now carbon have lost his electron during the whole process. As a result, carbon will acquire delta plus charge, whereas alkane have attracted his electron as well as carbon electron. So निजर इलेक्ट्रॉन टाणिया संगे कार्बन इलेक्ट्रॉन को निज आडू टाणिछि. सो निज इलेक्ट्रॉन टाणले किछि चार्ज होबनी, बट जेतु से कार्बन इलेक्ट्रॉन टा निज आडू टाणिछि, it has attracted an extra electron towards itself. Electron have negatively charged, so it will acquire delta minus. Now This is positively charged, this is negatively charged. They will act as two what? Pole. It is a pole, it is a pole, and both are oppositely charged. Then hence there will be a dipole moment value. Due to the dipole moment value, now the CX bond has become polar in nature, whereas such type of difference is not here in alkane. That's why alkanes are non-polar in character. That's why haloalkanes are polar, whereas alkanes are non-polar. This is the basic difference between alkane and haloalkane. So alkanes are polar in nature, whereas alkanes are non-polar in nature, whereas haloalkanes are polar in nature. Now we will go to method of preparation. Every compound, every organic compound has some methods by which they can be prepared. So we will go to method of preparation. Haloalkanes have general molecular formula R CH2X. So now we will learn how we will make it, or how we will synthesize by some chemical reactions. The first one is from alcohol. What is the general molecular formula of alcohol? It is CnH2n plus 1. Alcohol have functional group OH. So this is the general molecular formula of alcohol, or in other way we can write it as R CH2OH, or simply you can write ROH. This means these are alcohol. Now we will see how we will make haloalkane from alcohol. So the first one is treatment of alcohol with haloacids. Haloacids means halo acid. What is the halo acid? It is a new term. Halo acids. Halo stands for halogen. Acids. What is acid? The substance which can donate an H plus ion when it is dissolved in solvent is known as acid. So halogen, because it is an acid, there will be an hydrogen. Because it is halo acid, so hydrogen X. It is the general molecular formula, or the general way to write halo acids is HX. So HX means it can be HA chlorine, it can be HCl, it can be HBr or HI. We have to use these halo acids in the preparation of haloalkane from alcohol. All of these halo acids cannot be used because HA is highly reactive. HCl can be used, HBr can be used, HI cannot be used. Or if you are using HI, you have to take too much precaution. That's why generally in a laboratory people do use HCl and HBr. What is HCl? Hydrochloric acid. HBr, hydrobromic acid. So alcohol, upon alcohol RCH2OH, upon reaction with HCl in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride gives haloalkane RCH2OH will be replaced by Cl. So, and what is there? Left behind is OH and H. OH and H, they, when they will mix together, they will form water. So RCH2OH, when alcohol is treated with HCl in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride, it gives chloroalkanes. This is alcohol. This is chloroalkane, or you can call it as alkyl chloride. RCH2OH. How many types of alcohols are there? In general, depending on the nature of carbon, there are 3 types of alcohol, and they are primary, then secondary, then tertiary. There are 3 types of alcohol. So what are they? One is RCH2OH. This is primary alcohol. CHROH. Depending on nature of this carbon, this is primary carbon, that's why it is primary alcohol. Here this carbon is secondary, that's why it is unsecondary alcohol. Then the next one is, and the last one is tertiary alcohol, RCROH. So depending on nature of this carbon, what type of carbon is this? It is tertiary. So this alcohol is tertiary alcohol. Haloalkanes can be prepared from primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, as well as from tertiary alcohol. When it will be prepared from primary alcohol, this is primary alkyl chloride. When secondary alcohol will be used, it will be secondary alkyl chloride. When tertiary alcohol is used, then tertiary alkyl chloride will be obtained. So the general reaction is RCH2OH plus HCl in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride. Sometimes you have to heat it. So RCH2Cl. Forget about the byproduct. Now we will see how the reaction works. I mean, what is the reaction mechanism? HCl is an acid, so HCl upon dissociation it will form H plus Cl minus. H plus is known as proton, Cl minus is chloride anion. Then now the alcohol H plus, it is positively charged, so it is electron deficient in nature. It is electron deficient means it lacks electron to accept. The substance which loves to accept electron is known as electrophile. Or it is electron loving reagent. Now we will see alcohol. This is electrophile. So an electrophile will react at a nucleophilic center, or if there is a nucleophile in a competition, it will first attack the electrophile. So now we have to find out which one is the electrophile here. There is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen have two lone pair of electrons, whereas carbon does not have any lone pair or non-bonded electrons. As oxygen have two electrons extra, it is electron rich in nature. So it will attract the positive charge or the electrophile towards itself. Now it will be RCH2O. One hydrogen was there previously and it has attached to one more hydrogen and it has donated a pair of electrons. Why? Because in order to form a covalent bond, we need two electrons, H plus. Hydrogen in general, hydrogen have one electron. It has been charged positively, means it has lost its electron. That's why it is H plus. Hydrogen have one electron and it has lost it. So hydrogen don't have any electron. But to form a covalent bond, you need two electrons. That's why oxygen will donate a pair of electrons to form a covalent bond. So this is a covalent bond. Now there is a bond pair of electrons. This is a covalent bond. One electron belongs to hydrogen and one electron belongs to oxygen. Previously oxygen had two electrons. Now it has one electron. So it has lost one electron. That's why there will be one positive charge. Next, what will happen? Water, H2O plus, that is known as ammonium ion. So H2O plus, now it is the best living group in the world, one of the best living group in the world. So it will go away. So in reaction, what is the byproduct? Water. Now it is positively charged. There is a pair of electron. One electron belongs to oxygen, one more electron belongs to carbon. But when it goes away, it takes his electron as well as this electron. This electron belongs to carbon. So when water eliminates, carbon has lost its electron which he has used during the preparation of a covalent bond. Now, so the intermediate will be RCH2 plus. What is it is? What does it call? It is a carbocation, and it is an primary carbocation. Now it is electron deficient in nature, means it is electron loving in nature. Now it has become an electrophile. We have to search for a nucleophile which will come and attack at this carbon. So what is the electrophile? This one. Sorry, nucleophile. This one is the nucleophile. Because it is negatively charged, I mean it is electron rich in nature, so it will automatically attract the positively charged species towards itself. Now it is RCH2 plus, Cl minus is there already, it will attack here. So the final product will be RCH2Cl. This one is this. So this is the mechanism. How does the reaction work? There is some logic behind it. To learn about the mechanism, what is the necessary? Why do we learn about reaction mechanism? Now we will see. It is a primary alcohol, and we have used catalyst. This is anhydrous zinc chloride. When there is no zinc chloride, then this is the reaction mechanism. If we have zinc chloride is an Lewis acid. So what is Lewis acid? It is a substance which can accept a pair of electron. So because we have zinc chloride initially will react with HCl. Now zinc chloride plus HCl. In HCl, chlorine halogens have 3 lone pair electrons, and it is a Lewis acid, so it will donate and pair of electron to the zinc, and it can accept it because zinc have a larger orbital, that is d orbital. So the final will be zinc chloride plus HCl. Chlorine have 3 lone pair electrons. It can donate one of its lone pair electron to zinc chloride, and it is negatively charged. It is positively charged. So what will happen? After that, this bond will shift to the chlorine, and H hydrogen will lose its electron, and it will eliminate it as H plus. Now this H plus will start reacting with this alcohol in the similar way. Instead of Cl minus, now we have Zn Cl2 and Cl. This is minus. So now this chloride anion will come and attack here, and you will get RCH2Cl plus zinc chloride. It is a catalyst. So a catalyst in an organic chemistry, catalyst take part in the reaction to increase the rate of a reaction, and finally it has to be regenerated back because it is catalyst. So now initially we have used zinc chloride, finally we have got back zinc chloride, and it satisfies. So it is a catalyst. Interestingly, when we have secondary alcohol, and when it reacts with HCl, it gives secondary haloalkane. Similarly, when you have tertiary alcohol, and on reaction with HCl, it gives tertiary haloalkane. And in these cases, only HCl is sufficient, and in tertiary alcohol case, HCl is sufficient, and this reaction is too much fast in comparison to this and in comparison to this. So the rate of reaction of primary alcohol and secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol with HCl can be written as secondary alcohol reacts slowly than secondary, which reacts slowly tertiary. This is the reactivity order of alcohols with HCl. This is the reactivity order of alcohol with HCl. Now, if somebody will ask why this is the order, there is reason, and always in organic chemistry for each and a minute movement there is some reason. So, in primary alcohol, the intermediates are CH2 plus. This is primary carbocation. For secondary alcohol, it will be RCHR plus. It is an secondary carbocation. For tertiary alcohol, surprisingly, not surprisingly, logically, it is an tertiary carbocation. This is a primary carbocation, this is a secondary carbocation, this is a tertiary carbocation. Now, you must have read in your first year classes that the stability order of primary carbocation, secondary carbocation and tertiary carbocation is tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary and secondary is more stable than primary. In other way, primary carbocations are less stable in comparison to secondary carbocation and tertiary carbocation. Why? You must have read about inductive effect. Inductive effect, alkyl groups are electron pushing in nature and they show plus I effect. It is positively charged. When it will be stable? When there is neutralization of charge. A charged particle is always unstable in comparison to a neutral species. So it is positively charged. Whenever there will be neutralization of positively charged, then the stability will increases, or in other words, if the neutralization increases, the stability increases. So alkyl group is electron pushing in nature. It will push electron towards this carbon. Electron means it will push negatively charged or negative towards the carbon to neutralize. Here there is one electron pushing group. Here there are two electron pushing group. Here there are three electron pushing groups. So in tertiary carbocation, due to the presence of 3 plus I groups, the extent of neutralization of the positive charge is more. That's why tertiary carbocations are more stable in comparison to the secondary carbocation, and that is more stable in comparison to the primary carbocation. So this is the stability order, because these are reaction intermediates. Reaction intermediates means in chemical kinetics you must have read, this is the reaction graph. This is the reactive intermediate. If it is stable, then it can go there easily. If it is unstable, it will not go there. Hence, the tertiary carbocation is more stable, so the rate of tertiary alcohol is more than secondary, than primary with HCl. As this tertiary alcohol carbocation, tertiary alcohol goes by a tertiary carbocation, and which is more stable. For tertiary alcohol, you need only HCl. By shaking the test tube, you will get the product. Whereas secondary alcohol, you need little bit more energy. Energy means you have to heat it. But in primary alcohol, the stability of the reaction intermediate, which is primary carbocation, is very less. That's why you need a promoter, that is a catalyst. Here it is anhydrous zinc chloride, as well as you have to heat it.